Yuck. Make sure y'all take y'all protein, your collagen, do all of the things. Take your teams, okay? Make sure my hands. Of course, I'm gonna drink my vegan water. I gotta share this live out, honey. Ooh, my goodness. Listen, tell me why your girl has been working super hard. I've been working so hard. And I think the house cleaner, I think she took my wig. It's a work wig, but still, I can't find it nowhere. And I'm like, where is this wig? And it's an ugly wig. I wear it to work, you know, to minimize my appearance. Child, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. But we gotta talk. We gotta talk about Mark Curry, baby. He got exposed. Mark Curry got exposed. I cannot believe hanging out with Mr. Cooper is a alleged predator. It's a whole enterprise. It's a whole enterprise, baby. It's a whole enterprise. It's a whole enterprise, honey. We definitely gotta talk. We gotta talk about Young Miami. Young Miami got the remix. The remix was approved. I wonder who's gonna be on the remix. We find out in 2 days, 48 hours, baby. Where all my scamming niggas at? Spending that money fast. Hundreds, fifties. Boy, going that go yard back. How come when the pale folk, when the colonizers is out here scamming, committing frauds, treason, things like that, y'all don't say Young Miami is the reason? It's only when y'all see these random blacks and then they be playing the song and y'all be like, it's tearing down the culture. We don't worry, we gonna talk about it. So don't worry, we gonna talk about it. Of course, we gotta talk about Unhinged White with Me. We gotta talk about Brandon Tatum, okay? Officer Tatum got his wife dragged across the interweb streets. Across the interweb streets. Who is Ella Langley? Who is Ella Langley? I put her on here, but she's a nobody. Who's Ella Langley? Do you know the song? We gotta talk about her because how come she's tied with some heavy hitters? And of course, we gotta talk about Reese Witherspoon. Baby, they set the dumb blondes between Reese and Gwyneth Paltrow. They didn't trade it in their sociability to be amongst the elite. And it's crazy. All I could do was laugh. Okay? But before we get started, let's like, comment, subscribe, tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not fakes. Opinions are not fakes. Opinions are not fakes. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my fifth vegan water, and let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by double tapping that screen or hitting those three dots right there. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. How you can hype this video, engage with this video, send a donation, send a gift, or simply engage with this video is by hitting those three dots right there. And that being said, opinions are not facts. Opinions are not facts. Opinions are not facts. Now, y'all, I was supposed to go live like 50 minutes ago. Why did I go live? Y'all wonder? Don't worry, I'll tell you. I didn't go live because you know, I was on the phone gossiping. I wasn't really gossiping, but you know, I was getting the latest and the greatest. I got some plans coming up. I got a wedding to go to. You know, I was just doing the things. I was talking to Darius in the chat. I was just talking, babe squad. Let me tell you something. When we locked in, we locked in. I've been busy. Working is ghetto. Can I tell y'all that? Working is ghetto. But before we get into the mess, y'all know I gotta hit you with the real news. All right. So Gary, Indiana, still without power because of the AI data centers. They were trying to starve those black people out so they could put a data center there. Mm. Memphis is still without power as of this morning. I don't know if they all got it, but I'm starting to see a trend where there's some type of natural disaster. They're trying to make it to where the people bend at will and give up on the resources. That's why I tell y'all, when I see people like Brandy out here, out there in Detroit doing her big one, telling about the community, I always like her videos, because if we stand for nothing, we'll fall for everything. You don't always have to agree with people's political ideations and their political parties, but when they're actually out here being an activist, boots on ground, doing the work, making sure the environment looks like something, I'm going to support you. Because Brandy said something that was very pivotal. They want y'all to believe y'all are in the slums, y'all are in the ghettos, y'all are in all these things, so you don't take care of your what? Your community. And if you don't take care of your community, here comes these random white people coming to buy stuff up because they're moving out of the suburbs, coming back to the city. I'm just telling y'all what I know. I'm just telling y'all what I know. How do I know this? Because look what they did in Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Katrina was ground zero. Ground zero for the bullshit. Okay? Ground zero. If you don't believe me, believe me. Okay? Then what happened after that? It was Hurricane Sandy out there in New Jersey and whatever. Pay attention. Pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. I don't care what they're aligned with. You got to say, is this a good person? Yes or no? And vote accordingly. And when y'all are out here voting, understand what you are voting for. You can literally Google. Y'all be having the answers to the test and still fail. I don't understand. That's why down in Pecan Island, yeah, let's talk about it. Louisiana's down in Pecan Island, where they're going to put a data center. You chose that. Y'all turned out in record number to do it. Making America great again. Making America great again. Now you're mad. Now you're mad because you can't afford it. When I see these farmers out here crying, talking about some, why do y'all need to know who I voted for? Hello. It tells you right there. Why do you need to know who I voted for? Mm-hmm. These farmers crying while they out here using imitation meat, maybe human remains. I don't know. I'm just reading what was said in the articles. Some of y'all are getting sick because of the food, because it's not real. They out here destroying people's gardens. Stop putting your gardens on the internet. They destroying them. They're destroying them. Stop putting your gardens on the internet. They are destroying them. They don't want y'all to feed the homeless. They don't want y'all to feed the needy. I saw a beautiful black woman in New York, in the Bronx, got a peach tree or something like that. I didn't even know they grow peaches in New York. Somebody came and destroyed them. It's an attack. It's an attack. Y'all need to start getting into it. When you go somewhere, you need to be on high alert. Hey, this is where I'm going at all times. They out here snatching bodies. It's giving rituals and initiations, but y'all didn't hear that from me. Let's get into the topics. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all just want to dance. Let's get into the mess, baby. Let's start off with Ella Langley, okay? Because she's a true scammer. Ella Langley. This is who she is. I've never seen this woman a day in my life. I've never heard her song ever. I just want to put that very clear. I never heard her song ever. Okay? Shout out to all the international and domestic babes. Please like this video. Please come on in, like this video. Hey, Erica. Hey, Nathan. Hey, Darius. And can I tell y'all something? I am loving the support y'all are giving me on the Tickety Talk and all the other apps. Y'all just making my videos go viral, especially the one about Brandon Tatum. We're going to get into it. So it says, Ella Langley's Chosen Texas has spent 2026 dominating the charts all around the globe. I've been to Asia and back. I've never heard her song. I've been to Asia and back. I've never heard her song. They talking about it dominated the globe. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard it. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not. Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard it. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not. Country music is not nearly as popular in other nations as it is in the United States, but occasionally one breakout track can entice millions into falling in love with the style. That's exactly what Choose in Texas has managed. Never heard of this song. Never heard of this song. Never heard of this song. I remember breakout songs that are pivotal to this day. Songs from the Dixie Chicks. I Hope You Dance. I forget who sings that. Beautiful song. Reba McEntire. My Achy Breaky Heart. Tim McGraw. The greats. Faith Hill, the greats, Lee Ann Rhymes, people you've heard a song and it's everywhere. Dolly Parton, God rest her soul. They just be taking all the good man out. Heard her song. I've never heard this Ella Langley and talking about globe. What globe? America? Are we talking about America? Are we talking about the globe of Earth? Earth? It's giving fraud. It's giving fraud. Let's continue. Entice millions. Never heard the song. Never heard the song. I remember when we heard Old Town Road, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. You know how I know it was everywhere? Because when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is cute. And then the country stars was giving them a hard time. And then I was like, okay. Beyonce's song is bigger than this. This ain't Texas. Texas Hold'em. Heard it everywhere. I've never heard of this song for it to be a global phenom. Baby, it's giving plant. Ella, y'all not about to plant our face after we done seen the peoples and the powers that be. Y'all, But occasionally one breakout track can entice millions. Y'all have never heard of it. According to y'all in the chat, never heard of it. Never heard of it. That's exactly what Chosen Texas has managed. You see how they're trying to switch it up? Because This Ain't Texas was everywhere. Each week in the United Kingdom, the blockbuster seems to reach a new peak on one ranking or another, and that happens again this period. At the same time, one of Langley's older tracks, which was suddenly became a hit across the Atlantic following the incredible success of Chosen Texas, similarly establishes a new high on a different roster. I've never heard of this woman. I've never heard of this song. And they said this song is up there breaking records with the top songs that broke records. I'm talking about Lil Nas X record. When I think of a hit song, I think of something that you hear everywhere. Case in point, why you so obsessed with me? Everybody knows you lying that you sexing me. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies up in the club just broke up. Bye, 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 bye. Did you ever think a fool of you? First of all, because you know what? We got to do statistics. We got to do statistics. Billboard hottest songs ever. Hottest songs. Let's do global top 10 songs. Let's do 2020 and 2020. Let's see if they have that. Let's see if they have that. The Box by Rowdy Rich. I remember that. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Yeah. Watermelon Sugar. I heard that by Harry Styles. I know exactly what it is. Heard it. Let's do another year. WAP. Let's do 2021. Because they playing games. They're playing games. We must be under spells. Okay? Blinding Lights was still on the charts. I remember because The Weeknd was like, baby, that album had me in a chokehold. Okay? I'm just like, what? Let me do 2025. Global songs. I did global, right? Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. That was everywhere. If this world was gone, I want to be next to you. Ooh. I don't even know who Ella Langley is. We heard Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Gonna na 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 something by the high. Uh 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 yeah. Tipsy by Shabuzi. I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, I heard that because I heard that. Lose Control, Teddy Swims, heard that. Birds of a Feather. Yeah, I heard these songs. I don't know who this Ella Langley is. I'm sorry to this lady, but they've been lying to you, sister. We don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. Now let's go to a woman with social capital that we do know. Reese Witherspoon. Reese, come to the floor. Reese, between you and Gwyneth Paltrow, I don't know who's dumber. Dumb and Dumber. Okay? Listen. Listen. Reese Witherspoon has been one of the biggest icons, right? She's an intelligent woman. But she is facing backlash. Reese Witherspoon confronts AI backlash. No one is paying me, and computers should not replace humanity. But yet, you are dating a tech billionaire. You are telling women to enroll in these courses so that AI can take over. You are aligning with things that no longer align with who you were foundationally. She's chosen the money. Reese, I remember you from so many movies. People will say, it's because you did the lawyer movie. That wasn't the movie for me. It was Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intentions, because when I saw Cruel Intentions, I said, wow, they're really doing an in-depth psychological thriller about your kind. It's in full scale. And then I saw you in Little Small Fires, and it was like impeccable, smart woman. And here you go, destroying your brand, using your likeness, using your spunk, your wit, your fun, your real moments to call out real douchebags to be a douchebag. It's crazy. I'm not surprised. Because they say after a while, everybody has a cost. And after you left that last husband, I guess you were like, look, I want to get in on this money thing. And that's fine. But don't act like you're above. She used to be so above. And then you became one of them. One of them. Just bought in like, child. Not surprised. But it did cause backlash. Let's get into this article, shall we? So it says, Reese Witherspoon has been met with the expected industry backlash following her recent interest in artificial intelligence. It wasn't her recent interest. She traded in her likability for money. After the Oscar winner expressed her intention to learn as much as possible as she could on AI, noting that women's jobs are more than likely to be automated by AI, Witherspoon explained her comments and her stance on the tech. Baby, after those white women cussed her out, they no longer want her. Same with Gwyneth Paltrow. Miss, I'd rather do crack than to eat canned foods. And now you out here doing the bending. The girls is out here doing the bending, honey. Let me go to my favorite clip of the day, because I just was like, no way. Not our good people. Is it in here? Y'all know I have me a favorite clip every day talking about the bullshit. Okay? My favorite clip to date.
No. Do you have children? No. Do you have a girlfriend? No. Are you in an apartment? Yes. So the things that you're telling me, I definitely thank you for that.
I appreciate that. And hearing all of that come from you? Do you have art on your walls? No. Is that carpet probably a little musty? Yes. Do you have water bottles and garbage littered around your 500 square foot apartment? Yes. Is that muumuu a size 6X? Yes. Are your gums bigger than they should be? Yes. Are your sideburns darker than your contour? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And again, the fact that this is a judgment-free zone for both of us means a lot to me.
Speed, no shade, take the gum thing back. That's really fucking sensitive right now.
And that's how you clear, bitch. That's how you clear, bitch. Oh, Miss Tatum, we're saving you for last. Let's get into Young Miami. So Young Miami came out and said that she is doing a song, Spin That the Remix. And the girlies were so upset. And she said the remix is coming on Friday and I cannot wait for it to come because I think this is amazing. But I know her biggest op to date is going to be Miss Nikki Gilbert. Fair use, let's get into this clip, honey.
And what's even more nefarious is it takes a lot of promotion and a lot of power to get that record to where it is right now. And when I read that it's Grammy consideration and going in on Billboard, because honestly, and this might sound disrespectful and shady, but you know I be saying shit that be slightly disrespectful and shady. I don't think the record is that brilliant. Outside of the fact that it's hugely successful, and I know that's the argument. Well, everybody like it. When we hear things in repetition, when the people have the power to make sure that every time you scroll, it comes up in your timeline, there's something more nefarious there. It's not just an organic, because as people, we know great music. We know what is sonically superior. And I'm not saying everything got to be I'm Not My Hair, and if you love me, say it, do it, show it, prove it. Because I work out to Cardi B's album all the time. I wish I had Meg knees. You know what I mean? But I like the idea that we can kind of control how it gets to our babies. And when I look and I see elementary schools of kids singing the song, and I think about, how I would feel if a bunch of non-black people walked into a room asking where all my scamming ass niggas and boosting ass bitches, I'll be ready to fight. Yeah.
Nikki, shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness. To my elders, I'm so sorry. Shut up. Shut up. Because all the music that has come out when I was a child was not about love, and it was up for the Grammys. So in the club, that was organic. In the club, because I remember that. Because 50 Cent came out when I was in school. In the club. That was brilliant to you? I would like to know. I would like to know. First off, in the set you claim West Side till I die. That you claiming you a pimp, but I fucked your wife? That was brilliant to you? That was brilliant? That was brilliant? How about fuck the police? Because that's your era. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. That's your era. Oh. And they still worry about Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to say like got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Everybody. That was brilliant, huh? That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was brilliant, Nikki. And you see how I'm choosing the man. Don't stop. Let me see you do the breath. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. I wanna rock that. I wanna rock that. I wanna rock. I was a baby. I don't even think I existed yet. I don't think I existed yet. That was brilliant to you? That was brilliant? Because that was everywhere. You know what? Sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? That was everywhere. That was everywhere. You know how I know it was everywhere? Because I was singing it as a little kid. I was an itty bitty baby singing it. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Back that ass up. Back that ass up is an international phenom. Did you have anything to say about those records? I know I put Gangsta Boo up in there. God rest her soul. But still, I do not like when these old women get up here playing, because tell us why you really mad. If you're upset and you feel like Young Miami shouldn't have bounced back from writing Diddy a character letter, fine. But to sit up here and pretend like you care about the artistry of music when AI has taken over, do you have anything to say about Dr. Dre big upping artificial intelligence taking over the music? Or how about, do you have something to say about Ray Daniels saying that what's that boy's name, Jimmy Iovine, was out here stealing from black artists and sunning black talent? Nothing. Or when Clive Davis was out here stealing from black talent? Nothing. You have nothing to say. You are a clown, and you're what's wrong with the industry. Just like I said, stick to the things you know. Stick to how the girls should fool la la. Because when you was on the reality show and nobody was giving you a chance, nobody was giving you a chance, you or your group, Miss Thing Thing, and God rest your member's soul, because she shouldn't have died like that. A beautiful woman. But the nerve, the audacity, and the gall. I cannot stand when it was good for the goose but not for the gander. Like, I don't get that. These purity politics is insane. The song is not for you. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Y'all be so caught up. Like, The Game just released the whole album talking about gang, 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 gang this, gang that. And I have a clip for that. Because last time I checked, it wasn't the women that was getting these young children, these impressionable children on the drugs. It was the men. Percocet, Molly Percocet. I put Molly all in her champagne. She didn't even know it. It was not the women. I put Molly all in his champagne. He didn't even... What? Come again? Huh? But let's get into it.
I'm not going back and forth with no blood nigga that paint his nails. I don't respect your gangster. I can't respect your gangster. You paint your nails. You don't know which side of the fence you on. You confused. You paint your nails. You want to be a girl. Shut up. You paint your nails. I can't go back and forth with a nigga that paint his nails. And all this gangster shit in his music and want to be a gangster rapper and blood, bracket, but walking around painting his nails, fingernail polish on your nails. I don't respect your gangster. Get out of here with that shit. You don't speak for LA. You're an example of what not to do as an LA rapper. That's what the fuck RJ is. Let's keep it a buck. RJ is an example of what not to do as an LA rapper. If you want to stay a fucking local LA rapper and not be able to tour past Arizona and be performing at fucking block parties 15 years into your fucking career, then you do what RJ does. If you only want to have one platinum plaque after 15 years in the music business, then you follow RJ's blueprint. What I'm telling these new up-and-coming LA rappers is be like Tyler, be like Doja, be like Vince, be like Roddy Ricch. That's who you be like. You be like artistic. You be an artist that actually makes different types of music, shit that gets out there. You don't just make local gangbang and local ratchet music over and over.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. What the hell? Let me... Y'all, I just saw a big ass mosquito. I had to come get my off. Child, let me roll my... Hell no. But y'all see what I'm saying? There's other things going on. You got men still perpetuating gang culture. And you want to talk about Young Miami and talk about because the babies is singing it. I was singing Snoop Dogg. I didn't know all the lyrics and stuff like that, but I knew the rolling down the street, smoking indo, sipping on gin and juice. I didn't know what they was talking about. Didn't know what they was talking about. A baby. A baby saying that. a baby. Didn't even know what they was talking about. West Side, all this, child. Purity politics is crazy. Raise your children. These celebrities, these celebrities should not be raising your children. Why? I just don't get it. Y'all are confusion. 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 And it seems like every time we turn around, they just taking one of the good greats. Oh, let's get into Mark Curry. No, let's get into Mark Curry because Mark Curry's shady past is coming into light. It was the woman's fault. They the ones throwing away the child's father, then raising them like toys. Child, please stop coming in here quoting supremacy talking points that are not true. Like when y'all do that, uneducated. Come with a new thing. That doesn't work over here. Red pill, MAGA, these unintelligent, very lowbrow, third grade educational talking points, AI generation talking points is not working. Y'all keep coming up with the same rhetoric, and it's just like, if the fathers was kicked out, how come the fathers didn't do anything about it? So y'all are saying the men are weak. You're saying the men are weak. The men of your lineage is weak. I don't know any woman who's kicked out no man. Like, stop coming over here crying about what happened in your life because your father was weak, your grandfather was weak, your uncles was weak. If you have weak men and you come from a weak lineage, then that's what it is. Oh my goodness. I knew I would see it. Yeah. Oh! I don't play with the mosquitoes. That mosquito was that big. I hope I killed it. I hope I killed it. Anyways, let's get into Mark Curry. Hanging with Mr. Cooper secretly settled with Disney star years ago. This is back. Well, this came out today. So Raquel Lee, who's a Disney star, who literally said there's predators in the industry. And this is why I say y'all got to protect y'all children. And this is on the cusp of Hayden Panettiere coming out. Raquel Lee reportedly reached a private agreement with Mark Curry years before filing her current negligent lawsuit against Disney. I wonder how much money she got. Okay. Gloria Allred. I told y'all about a certain book that talked about Gloria Allred, but we'll leave it alone. Represented Lee during the resolution. The terms and reason for the agreement have not been disclosed. Lee and Curry did not respond to the inquiries, while Allred declined to comment. Raquel Lee reportedly reached the confidential agreement with Mark Curry in 2015. That is crazy. So in 2015, you're coming out with this information. How come she didn't sue Disney back then? I don't know, but let's continue. The Hollywood Reporter reported that Lee and Curry entered into a confidential settlement in 2015. Curry played Lee's father in 2001 Disney Channel The Proof Point. Oh! And I'm going to just share with y'all the title because we can't say it here. Right? Lee alleges in The Proof Point, as he played her father, Lee was 14 during production while Curry was 40. Somebody go check on Raven Simone because she was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper as a little girl. So child, I got questions. News of their agreement emerged as Lee pursues a separate lawsuit against the Walt Disney Corporation. Her complaint accuses the company of negligence over alleged SA by an unidentified middle-aged male employee involved with the movie. Lee alleges the employee SA'd her at Salt Lake City Hotel, where the cast and crew stayed during filming. She also claims another assault occurred during a flight back to LA. According to the filing, the employee allegedly made sexually explicit comments around minors and harassed Lee in view of other crew members. Lee claims Disney personnel failed to intervene and that her assigned on-set guardian remained separated from her for much of the workday. And see, this is why I do not believe children should be left without adults. There's just so much that goes into that. Despite the experience, Lee later provided voice work for Disney's channel, The Proud Family, in return for its Disney revival, The Proud Family Louder and Prouder. She also appeared in the 2024 docuseries Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, where she discussed her time as a Black performer on Nickelodeon's The Amanda Show. And y'all know Amanda Bynes was SA too. She did address the proof point allegations in this series. The available reporting does not identify the reason behind Lee and Curry's 2015 agreement or connection. Curry to the unnamed employee identified in the Disney complaint. Child, not hanging with Mr. Cooper. Not hanging with Mr. Cooper, but listen. Listen to some of these things that was going on in the industry back in the day and still going on now. This is why I say it doesn't matter if you have a guardian or not. She said her guardian was always separated from her, the legal guardian. Let's get into it.
I was about 3 years old. I learned that time is money. I learned that it's work, not play. Weren't obedience. They put us in the black box with the ice for a little while.
Did you have a classic stage mother?
No, my darling mother was probably the best mama that one could have, but she had no say at the studio. When we misbehaved, they had 2 sound boxes on our set. One of them had a big cake of ice in it. We were sent one by one into the black box to cool off and think about it. In the dark, with the door closed.
They keep you in check by putting you in this, in where? In the box?
In a black box. In the old days, they had one sound box on the stages to mix the sound. They were black and they were on big rubber wheels and had a little narrow window way up high. Well, when we misbehaved, they had 2 sound boxes on our set. One of them had a big cake of ice in it. And when any of us misbehaved, we were sent one by one into the black box to cool off and think about it. In the dark, with the door closed. I got a lot of earaches, I got a lot of styes, I got a lot of problems from that. Beginning, there were 30 little children all together, 30 of us between the ages of 3 and 5. And this producer, in quotes, separated the children from our mothers, so the mothers didn't know what went on. And so it was pretty rugged, a pretty tough time. Being a starlet was difficult.
That is crazy. But yet people still want their kids to be child stars. They still want their children to be child actresses. That's what they desire. That to me is crazy. Please get these likes up. So when I see stories of people coming back to get theirs, sue these men, the women, the corporations that allow the things to happen. Because nothing's going to change until they're bankrupt. Because clearly nobody cared about the J.E. and the files. Nobody was charged from that. Nobody was charged from that. They want y'all to focus on Diddy, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. That's their favorite 3 to go to. And I'm just like, but what about these people who are running a syndicate of just predators? Nothing at all. But let's get into, covered everybody. Let's get into Corinne Tatum. I'm going to start off by saying beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder. But I got to get into this video that's going up on TikTok, which I put out. Let's get into it.
Brandon Tatum came for Michelle Obama. Then people started to drag his wife because he propped his wife up. This is how she looks. Look, I don't care how she looks. But if you don't have no beauty queen, what did you expect? And now he's coming for these men's wives, Yellow Hughley and the pastor. Whole time, Brandon Tatum looks like this. The baddest.
Shaped like a shapely woman. Curvature. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup and run the checkup. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Child, they got somebody just in the chat just talking. I timed them out because y'all should have timed them out. Like, if they can't stay on topic, time them out. Okay? So let's get into it.
I don't care what nobody.
So it says Officer Tatum's wife enters the chat after he says she's more attractive than Michelle Obama.
I don't care what nobody say. Now, I don't know if she a man or not. I don't think she is. But I will say, y'all quit lying to this woman, act like she cute, though. But Michelle Obama is not a good-looking woman. And it's okay to not be good-looking. Everybody can't be fine, like my wife. Everybody can't be fine like that.
No. So Talbert Swan said, Corinne, you're mad at the wrong people. Nobody was discussing you until your husband, Officer Tatum, decided to drag you into his disrespect of Michelle Obama and black women. She talked about black women on her page too. So she's just like him. Great minds think alike. Brandon Tatum chose to insult a black woman's appearance and then held up his own wife as the supposed standard by saying everybody can't be fine like my wife. That was his decision. He put your name in the conversation. He pushed you in the middle of the conversation. You did not create and made you the comparison point in his attack on a black woman. So when black people respond to the foolishness, expose the self-loathing behind it, and point out the absurdity of using a white woman as the measuring stick by which black women's beauty shouldn't be judged, don't come looking for me. Take the complaint home. Your husband put you in traffic. Your husband made the comparison. Your husband made your appearance part of the conversation. If he had kept your name out of his disrespect, nobody would have a reason to mention you at all. And here is the larger point. Black women do not need Brandon Tatum or anybody else telling them that whiteness is the standard they should aspire to. Michelle Obama's beauty does not require his approval, and black women's worth is not measured by proximity to his wife. So no, Corinne, the problem isn't the people who answered your husband. The problem is your husband who volunteered you as Exhibit A. So she put, oh man, this is the second video you made about me because you're dishonest. You failed to post where my husband said he was just kidding. He shouldn't even made a joke about that. He shouldn't even made a joke about that. And that's the problem because she's super right wing and he's like anti-black himself. So yeah. Okay, what you're doing is disgustingly, and you know it. Now post a photo of your wife, sir. He did not compare his wife to you. And he said, yes, I'm 20 years older than you, yet you looked older than I. I have the same face I was born with. You're on your third. No, your husband wasn't kidding about Michelle Obama, and he rightfully being dragged for his disrespect. So they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I want y'all to look at.
Man, I was gonna let it.
So here we go.
Let me just say this, man. I was gonna let it go. Dear Hughley, I'm talking about my wife. But now I'm finna put y'all wives on here.
He's using the sound. I don't know if that's approved, but he's saying.
No, your wife.
So y'all see what he's doing? And he was like, y'all talking about my wife. So she was like, but I'm so skinny. I'm so skinny. Let's get into her.
Let me just say this, man.
I'm so skinny. Hold on.
Let me just say.
Because people was like, baby, your wife is a brick. I said, my goodness. Yikes. Where is it? 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 Again, I don't care how she looks because he loves sleeping with her at night. He loves sleeping with her at night. That's his thing. According to the amazing Lucas, she's a pass around. She's a pass around, but he was definitely upset people went and looked his wife up. Wife. Because I don't follow them, so I had to look for it. So this is Corinne. I want y'all to understand. This is Corinne.
Yes, hi. This video is for all of my haters and those of you who find yourself wanting to send me messages in my DM, thinking that you can like punish me, upset me. I don't know if you think my life is perfect and you need to like take me down a notch, but I promise you, you don't have to. I live in Scottsdale. This is the temperature I have to look forward to for the next 10 days. This is going into September. It is 108 and 109 degrees. There's nothing you can do to upset me or punish me or make me feel worse than living where I live. The pumpkin spice latte is dropping soon. Hobby Lobby is already full of Christmas decor.
She do look like a brick. I'm not gonna lie. This is how she looks. She says no filter and stuff, but this is his wife. This is who he said is. He said she's so fine. And I said, if you're gonna say stuff like that, your wife has to be fine. And this is how she looks. She's very strong-faced. She's so fine. She looks better than Michelle Obama, baby. Better than Michelle Obama. This is how she be looking. This is her. This is her. This is her best. This is her best. Better than Michelle Obama. Better than Michelle Obama. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Oh no. So don't you bring me down today. Yes. Better than Michelle Obama. Better than Michelle Obama. And she is fighting for her life in these comments. It says comments on my videos and the people who leave them. Oh, Lord. She was like the comments of the people leaving them. So don't you bring me down today. You are beautiful. You know. This is how she looks. This is dressed up, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And look at him twerking. Did y'all see them? Look at them. You about to see him start twerking soon. I'm so skinny. I'm so pretty. And look at her man shaking all that ass with his skinny jeans on. Listen, and Brandon Tatum is right. Not everybody is meant to be a beauty queen. Not everybody can be fine and beautiful. We don't want to hear it no more. Baby, I said, but I told y'all when she was coming for Lupita, saying that, you know, that Helen of Troy should have been a white woman. She said a Grecian woman, but I was like, she was a Grecian. She's a fictional character. And was like, they're not sending ships after this. She plays into the mega playbook. And this is what happens. When I think of baddies and the sense of white women, I think of people who are like Michelle Pfeiffer, Charlize Theron. You know, people who were already deemed baddies, right? Maybe had some work done, maybe didn't have no work done. Baddies, okay? Deborah Messing, you know, baddies. Sandra Bullock, baddies. You know, the girls who have nice teeth, clear skin, beautiful hair. You're just a skinny white woman with a strong face. A skinny white woman with a strong face. And there's nothing wrong with that because not everybody is meant to be fine. But you've had work done. This is her with the work. That is her with the work. You changed your appearance and you paid to look like that. I feel like if you're going to be on the side of right, you should be beautiful, especially when you're talking about looks. That's why when people talk about my looks, y'all already know they like to say the same things over and over and over again. Like, I just be like, okay, the standard. Isn't that what Portia said? The standard. The standard. No fillers, no wrestling, no Botox, nothing. Just good old genetics. And I'm not mad at the girls who go get a nip and a tuck. Not mad at them. But if you're going to get a nip and a tuck, you should come out looking like something. Olive oil? Olive oil? Olive oil? Y'all are out of control. But I just had to come tell y'all that. I had to come tell y'all that. I had to come tell y'all that. Baby, if you don't like this wig, buy me a new wig. See, that doesn't work. I can always tell when it's a brokey. Brokey. I can always tell it's a brokey. Somebody who didn't have a good father. Y'all be coming in my chat upset. If you like strong face white women, just say that. If you're talking about Corinne, it's Bruce Willis and drag. That's so nasty. So nasty. I mean, I can see she looks like him. Yes, that is so nasty. It's so nasty. Look, y'all can't get me out of character because y'all love a strong face white woman. I mean, it's okay. Y'all love Caitlin Clark. It explains everything. It explains everything. Y'all like somebody who's prepubescent, very soft, young male types. That's what y'all go up for. That's why Brandon Tatum got on one knee back in 2020. After this woman has been in the conservative spaces looking to be picked. She's a true pick-me at that. She's a true pick-me at that. Like, y'all mad at me. Amazing Lucas woke it up. I didn't wake it up. I wasn't in those conservative spaces. I was not. I was not over there. But it makes sense, though. It makes sense. It's on track. You know, a man who's shaped like a bad bitch. Big old wide hips and a fat ass. And itty bitty legs. But y'all mad at me? He said she was finer than Michelle Obama. That's what he said. He put his wife up and then wanted to show the Glee's wife and that pastor's wife. Their wives still look like women. He thinks because his wife is skinny and white, she's desirable. She's not even desirable in the white community. See, y'all not listening. Y'all are making it seem like he got what's that little 21-year-old? The little 21-year-old who was over there with Turning Point USA? All the girls who was on the Turning Point USA stage, the young hot baddies, those girls are who Brandon Tatum thinks he got. He does not. He doesn't have a beauty queen. He doesn't have a trophy wife. He doesn't have any of that. He has a solid woman. That's what the old schools would say. You got you a solid woman right there. He don't have a looker. When he goes to the bar mitzvahs and stuff, they are not looking at Brandon Tatum's wife. He's in these conservative spaces. They don't take him serious. They think his wife is ugly, which tells me everything I need to know. She's not even beautiful in white people standard. And he's mad at us? When the Pales, the good Caucasians got Cindy Crawford, Christy Berkeley, Sandra Bullock. He couldn't even get a real blonde. He got a brunette. And not an attractive brunette either. And most men with money go get them an international beauty because they say it's not a lot of southern beautiful women in the white spaces. Hence, all of those in the conservative spaces who have beautiful wives, they look beautiful. They're standing there beautifully. She's very masculine. That's why she's acting like that. She's not in her soft girl era. That's why she's fighting back. She has to work too. But where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup. And run the checkup. Thank you. 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 And it says, you waking it up, Bree. They not ready for the clouds, I'm saying. Oh, thank you, DC Purple Diva. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I'm not calling her ugly. I'm just telling y'all the standard of beauty. Let's look at beautiful women in America. Let me put beautiful hot celebrities. Let's see if his wife comes up. Beautiful hot, because they call them hot celebrities. Let's celebrity women. Okay, Scarlett Johansson. He ain't got that. Margaret Robbie. He don't have that. Anna de Armas. He doesn't have that. He don't have a Sydney Sweeney. He don't have a Sydney Sweeney. Okay? I don't even know why I did that, child. I am terrible. Let's go to the... He ain't got a Kim Kardashian, and they think she's trash. But she's not a Kim Kardashian. Number one was Scarlett Johansson, right here. Number one. Number two, Kim Kardashian. Megan Fox. Eva Mendes. Sofia Vergara. Penelope Cruz. Angelina Jolie. Damn. They didn't even put you on here. She don't like none of them. Okay, Christina Aguilera. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Jessica Alba. Emmanuel Leah. Chirike. Demi Moore. Demi Moore is on the motherfucking list. You not on the list. Demi Moore is on the list. What? Jessica Loden's, Natalie Portman, Beyonce, Michelle Monaghan, Lindsay Francesca, Amber Heard, Krista Allen, Eva Longoria, Julianne Hough, Olivia Wilde, Anna Paquin, Selma Hayek. You don't look like none of those women. She don't look like none of those women. And this is on white men's standards. On white men's standards. See, this is the standard of beauty. And these are dark-haired women because you're dark-haired. You don't look like them. You don't look like them. That's not how y'all look. Let me put fine conservative women. Hot conservative women. Hot conservative women. Let me put that. Beautiful, hot, conservative. Women. I'm sure they have a... Ooh. Anna Polina Luna. Conservative cuties. Girl, you're not even in here. They don't even have you in here. Girl, you... Damn. They said Nancy Mace is finer than you. They said Brett Cooper is finer than you. My goodness. My goodness. You don't even compete in your own category. These is your people, sister. These is your sister. The most beautiful women in the Republican Party. Yeah, let's get into it. Megyn Kelly. Tommy Loren. Kelly McEnany. Caroline Levitt. Ivanka Trump. Ashley Earnhardt. Erica Kirk. Candace Owens beat you. And they used a horrible picture of Candy Girl. Hair not done, just fried. Melania Trump. Lauren Bobbitts. Pam Bondi is on here before you. Pam Bondi. Tiffany Trump. Christy Nome. Nancy Mace. Katie Britt. Laura Trump. Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Sarah Palin made the list. Sarah Palin made the list before you. Sarah Palin is actually a pretty woman. I seen her in real life. She is actually pretty. She's just dumb as hell. Amber Rose. They put Amber Rose up here before you. A sex worker. They put a sex worker before you. This is y'all little website. Kimberly. How her strong face ass up here before you. They don't even find you fine in their community. That is crazy. You didn't even rank high in your own community. And y'all are mad at us. It's not black people. Brandon Tatum is out here. Oh, they're racist. They're racist. They're racist. Are they racist? Are they racist? Are they? Are they racist? Is it racist? Are they? Or are you just ugly? Because not everybody can be fine. That's what your husband said. That's what your husband said. Your husband said not everybody can be fine, baby. I guess not everybody can be fine. But you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And clearly, we are not the beholders. Because you're not beautiful to us. But what are your thoughts, Space Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, host.